What are emotions? Hello, my name is Michelle, and I'll be talking to you about emotions. When you first hear the word emotions, the thought of feelings come to mind. Based on the situation, a person can feel many different kinds of emotions, the simplest being happy, sad, angry, or mad. However, emotions can be a lot more than these simple terms. Physiological factors. Picture a woman walking home after a late night class. She is walking down a small alley between houses and hears a strange noise. She begins to exhibit signs that she is scared, and her body changes into fight mode. Her heart starts to pump faster, her pupils dilate in order to gain better sight. She may not notice, but her digestion of the dinner she ate earlier has slowed, and her blood pressure and blood sugar have risen. She becomes much more aware of her surroundings and begins to quicken her pace without even knowing it. These sensations are known as proprioceptive stimuli, which mean they are activated by the movement of internal tissues, and therefore her body reacts to the situation before she even realizes it. Nonverbal reactions. The saying "a person wears her heart on her sleeve" is perhaps slightly inaccurate. In reality, a person may wear her heart on her face, or at least in her facial expressions. Nonverbal reactions can include things such as blushing, sweating, smiling, grimacing, shifting posture, modifying tone of voice, and many other things. For example, picture that girl or guy in your class that you find attractive. Perhaps you nonchalantly ask them if they have an extra pencil, and then maybe continue the conversation after class. A person can usually tell whether there is the so-called term chemistry between the couple based on nonverbal reactions. A slight touch on the shoulder, a crinkle in the eye, a big smile with lots of teeth, perhaps even a twirl of the hair, are all signs that can be interpreted as like emotions. Verbal expression. While all emotions can sometimes be misinterpreted, verbal expressions can be very difficult to interpret. Some words are necessary to express feelings. However, the way in which they are delivered can best show their true meanings. If your friend was angry with you, how would they tell you? Would they ignore you or speak to you in short, annoyed sentences? Both are verbal expressions, because a lack of talking can be interpreted to mean the person is annoyed with you, but it can also mean the person's upset and doesn't want to talk about something in particular. The ability to communicate clearly about feelings has been characterized by Daniel Goleman and others as part of emotional intelligence. He identifies a wide range of problems that can arise from people who aren't able to talk about emotions constructively, including social isolation, unsatisfied relationships, feelings of anxiety and depression, and misdirected aggression. Finally, cognitive interpretations. While there is a direct connection between physical behavior and emotional states, the mind plays an important role in determining how we feel. For example, you may consider yourself nervous or uneasy if your stomach was doing backflips while you were presenting to the class, and the uneasy stomach can be interpreted as a nervous gesture. However, if you ask yourself when you ate last, that may change the nervous emotion to one that is perhaps hungry. That is the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something.